Don Cheadle is the actor who portrays Paul Rusesabagina, and Sophie Okonedo is the woman who portrays his wife Tatiana. Also in the film, I mentioned Joaquin Phoenix. He plays the part of a journalist, good-intentioned man, but so is the United Nations military figure, good-intentioned, played by Nick Nolte, but for naught is there good intention, because the United Nations peacekeeping force stationed in Rwanda at that time were not allowed to take up arms against the marauding assassins of the Interahamwe militia, or eventually the army of the Rwandan government. It is a magnificent, it's a masterpiece in arousing people to realize how much we failed the Rwandan people. And the failure becomes even that much more tragic when you consider that 10 years later, 2004, in Sudan, once again in Africa, the region of Darfur was undergoing the same terrible genocidal activity that Rwanda underwent. And once again, the world stood by and remains standing by, even as in Darfur, the refugees who have had to fling from their country to Chad and the Congo remain desperate. Well, I think that Hotel Rwanda will go down as one of the truly worthwhile films. An independent film, was not produced by a Hollywood company. Actually, it was produced by sources in England, Belgium, France, and possibly the United States. I'm really not sure on that. Directed and written by Terry George, who decided not to exploit the idea of the genocide by showing us the horrific consequences of genocidal action. Instead, for instance, he will have long-distance shots when it comes to displaying the results. Moreover, perhaps the most dramatic and moving scene occurs when Paul Rusesabagina and one of his workers, employees, are returning from an very early morning outing to collect some foods for the people back at the hotel. And they are driving on this road that an Interahamwe militiaman has urged them to drive by because he wishes to scare them, and their van becomes, they're interrupted as they're driving by because they think they're going off the road. They're not going off the road. That scene is played in a mist because it is really a horrific display of genocidal action. You won't see it, but it is played with such meaningful effect because of Don Cheadle's performance as Rusesabagina that you too will be moved and appalled by the event. Well, this is not a film you enjoy, but it is a film that makes motion pictures a useful tool for reaching people about very important matters. So watch Hotel Rwanda with an eye of wishing to be a better citizen by being better informed.